High in the Songshan Mountains of China, nestled among ancient trees and misty peaks, stands a place of legend. This is the Shaolin Temple. For more than 1,500 years, it has been a home for Buddhist monks seeking enlightenment. But, it is known to the world for something else. It is the birthplace of a powerful martial art, a place where spirit and body are trained to become one. This is where Shaolin Kung Fu was born. The temple is not just a building of wood and stone, it is a living symbol of strength, discipline, and inner peace. Its story is the story of warriors who fought not for glory but for balance and protection. The name Shaolin itself tells a story. Shao refers to Mount Shaoxi, one of the peaks in the Songshan range, and Lin means forest. So, Shaolin is the temple in the forest of Mount Shaoxi. Imagine walking through these quiet woods, hearing only the wind and the distant chant of monks. It is a place designed for focus and deep thought. The energy of this place is special. It encourages you to look inside yourself. For centuries, this peaceful setting has been the training ground for some of the most skilled martial artists the world has ever known. The temple walls have seen generations of monks dedicate their lives to mastering themselves. When people think of Kung Fu, they often picture incredible feats of physical power. They see kicks that are faster than the eye can follow, and hands that can break bricks. But honestly, the true essence of Shaolin Kung Fu is not about fighting. It is a journey of self-discovery. The monks who first developed these skills were not looking for a way to harm others. They were looking for a way to protect their temple, to strengthen their bodies for long hours of meditation, and to defend the weak. The discipline they created became a path to understanding the mind, controlling the body, and nurturing the spirit. The Shaolin Temple has stood through dynasties, wars, and times of great change. It has been destroyed and rebuilt, but its spirit has never been broken. It remains a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration for millions around the world. The legacy of the Shaolin warriors is not just in their fighting techniques. It is in their unwavering commitment to a higher purpose. It is a testament to what humans can achieve when they combine physical training with a deep spiritual goal. The story of Shaolin is a reminder that the greatest strength we can find is the strength that comes from within. The story of Shaolin Kung Fu begins with a journey. Around the year 527 AD, a Buddhist monk from India named Bodhidharma traveled to China. He was carrying the teachings of Zen Buddhism and sought a place to share his wisdom. He eventually arrived at the Shaolin Temple. When he got there, he saw that the monks were weak. They spent so many hours sitting in meditation that their bodies had become frail. They would often fall asleep during their spiritual practice. Bodhidharma knew that a strong mind needed a strong body to support it. A healthy spirit could not live in a weak vessel. To help the monks, Bodhidharma introduced a series of exercises. These were not fighting techniques at first. They were simple movements designed to improve health, increase energy, and build stamina. He taught them stretching and breathing exercises to get their blood flowing and strengthen their muscles. These routines, known as the 18 Lohan hands, are considered the very first seeds of Shaolin Kung Fu. The monks found that after practicing these movements, they could meditate for longer periods. They felt more alert, more focused, and more connected to their inner selves. The exercises became a vital part of their daily practice. Over many years, these simple health exercises began to change. The Shaolin Temple was in a remote location, and it was often targeted by bandits and warlords. The monks needed a way to protect themselves and their sacred home. They started to adapt Bodhidharma's movements for self-defense. They studied the movements of animals, the power of the tiger, the grace of the crane, the quickness of the snake, and the agility of the monkey. They combined these observations with their knowledge of the human body and the principles of Zen Buddhism. This is how the art slowly evolved from a form of exercise into a complex and effective martial art. This development was not quick. It took hundreds of years. Each generation of monks added their own knowledge and experience. They refined the techniques, created new forms, and deepened the philosophy behind the art. Shaolin Kung Fu became a complete system that included empty-hand combat, weapons training, and deep spiritual practice. It was unique because it was never just about fighting. It was always connected to the monks' Buddhist beliefs. The goal was to use the art to cultivate inner peace, to defend justice, and to reach a higher state of being. The origins of Shaolin Kung Fu show us that great things can grow from a simple, compassionate idea. Life for a monk in the Shaolin Temple is built on a foundation of strict routine and unwavering discipline. The day begins long before the sun rises, often as early as 4 o'clock in the morning. The sound of a bell echoes through the halls, calling everyone to morning prayers and meditation. This early start is not a punishment, it is an opportunity. It is a quiet time to clear the mind, to focus on the day ahead, and to connect with the spiritual purpose that guides every action in the temple. After meditation, the real physical work begins. The monks start their training while the air is still cool and the world is quiet. This is the first test of their commitment. The training is incredibly demanding, pushing both the body and the mind to their limits. A young student starts with the basics. For months or even years, they will practice nothing but stances. They learn to hold the horse stance, a low squat that builds powerful legs and a strong core. They might have to hold this position for hours with a bowl of water on their head to ensure perfect stillness. This teaches patience, endurance, and a solid foundation. They also practice endless repetitions of basic kicks, punches, and blocks. The goal is to make these movements as natural as breathing. It is through this repetition that the body learns to move with precision and power. After the morning training session, the monks perform their daily chores. They clean the temple grounds, work in the gardens, cook meals, and study Buddhist scriptures. This work is not separate from their training. It is a part of it. It teaches humility, responsibility, and the importance of contributing to the community. There is no room for ego in the Shaolin Temple. Whether you are a new student or a master, everyone shares in the work. This simple lifestyle helps the monks stay grounded and reminds them that every task, no matter how small, can be a form of meditation if done with full attention and a clear mind. The afternoon brings more training. This is often when more advanced techniques are practiced. Monks might work on complex forms, which are sequences of movements that simulate a fight against imaginary opponents. They may also practice with weapons, such as the staff, the spear, or the sword. Sparring with partners is also a key part of training, but it is done with control and respect. The goal is not to defeat your partner, but to help each other improve. The day ends with more meditation and scripture study before an early bedtime. This cycle of prayer, work, and training, repeated day after day, is what forges a Shaolin monk. The art of Shaolin Kung Fu stands on 3 strong pillars: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. These 3 aspects are not separate. They are woven together in every movement and every breath. The first pillar, the physical, is the one most people see. It is the incredible strength, flexibility, and speed of the Shaolin monks. This is built through years of relentless training. The body is pushed to its absolute limits, becoming a powerful tool. But this physical power is always guided by the other 2 pillars. Without them, it would be empty and meaningless. It would just be violence, not kung fu. The second pillar is the mental. A Shaolin warrior must have a mind that is as sharp and disciplined as their body. Training develops intense focus and concentration. When a monk performs a form, their mind must be completely in the present moment. There is no room for distraction or doubt. This mental clarity is called wuxin, or no mind. It is a state where the body reacts instantly and perfectly without conscious thought. This is achieved through meditation and the constant repetition of techniques. The mind becomes calm, clear, and unshakable, even in the face of danger. This mental strength is often more important than physical strength. The third and most important pillar is the spiritual. Shaolin Kung Fu is deeply rooted in Zen Buddhism. The ultimate goal of the practice is not to become a great fighter, but to achieve enlightenment. Every aspect of training is a form of spiritual cultivation. The discipline teaches self-control. The hardship builds humility. The practice of self-defense is guided by the Buddhist principle of compassion. A Shaolin monk will only use their skills to protect the innocent and uphold justice. They seek to avoid conflict whenever possible. Their martial art is a path to understanding themselves and their place in the universe. These three pillars support each other. The physical training provides the energy and health needed for long hours of spiritual meditation. The mental focus sharpens the mind, allowing for a deeper understanding of Buddhist teachings. The spiritual principles give purpose and meaning to the physical and mental hardship. A true Shaolin master is not just someone who can fight well. They are a person of great wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. They have balanced the body, mind, and spirit, turning them into a single harmonious whole. This is the true art of Shaolin Kung Fu. The history of the Shaolin Temple is filled with legendary stories that have been passed down through generations. These tales are more than just exciting adventures. They teach important lessons about courage, skill, and the spirit of a true warrior. One of the most famous legends is about the 13 cudgel monks. During the Tang dynasty, the temple was in danger. A powerful general threatened the future emperor. A small group of only 13 Shaolin monks, armed with nothing but simple wooden staffs or cudgels, came to his rescue. They fought with incredible skill and bravery, defeating the general's army and saving the emperor. This act of heroism earned the Shaolin Temple great respect and honor. The emperor was so grateful that he granted the temple special privileges. He gave them land and named Shaolin the #1 temple under heaven. He also gave the monks permission to train a special force of warrior monks to protect the nation. This story is important because it shows the core values of the Shaolin warrior. They did not fight for personal gain or glory. They fought to protect a just leader and bring stability to the land. Their weapon, the simple staff, also shows that a true master does not need a fancy weapon to be effective. Another powerful legend tells of the burning of the Shaolin Temple. In the Qing dynasty, the government grew fearful of the temple's power and influence. They sent a massive army to destroy it. According to the story, the temple was burned to the ground and many monks were killed. However, a few masters managed to escape. The legend says that only 5 masters survived the destruction. These 5 ancestors scattered across China, determined to keep the art of Shaolin Kung Fu alive. They secretly taught their skills to loyal students, ensuring that the knowledge would not be lost forever. This story of destruction and survival has become a powerful symbol of resilience. It teaches that even when a physical place is destroyed, the spirit and the knowledge can endure. The legacy of Shaolin is not just in its buildings, but in the hearts and minds of those who practice the art. The tale of the 5 ancestors has inspired countless martial arts styles that trace their roots back to this moment. It represents the idea that a true art form can never be completely erased. It will always find a way to survive and grow again, like a strong tree that regrows from its roots even after the trunk has been cut down. For many centuries, Shaolin Kung Fu was a secret art, practiced only within the walls of the temple and passed down from master to student. The outside world knew very little about the incredible skills of the warrior monks. However, in the 20th century, this began to change. As China opened up to the rest of the world, stories and demonstrations of Shaolin Kung Fu started to capture the global imagination. People were amazed by the monks' physical abilities, their discipline, and the deep philosophy behind their art. the seeds of Shaolin began to travel far beyond the Songshan Mountains. One of the most powerful ways Shaolin Kung Fu spread was through movies. In the 1970s and 1980s, Hong Kong cinema brought Kung Fu to audiences everywhere. Films like The 36th Chamber of Shaolin and my own movie, Shaolin Temple, gave people a glimpse into the world of Shaolin training and philosophy. These movies were not just action films. They told stories of perseverance, justice, and self-discovery. They inspired millions of people to learn more about this ancient art. Suddenly, schools teaching Kung Fu began to open in cities all over Europe, America, and the rest of the world. Another important factor in the global spread of Shaolin was the establishment of touring performance groups. The Shaolin Temple began to send its warrior monks on tours around the world. These monks would perform incredible demonstrations of their skills on stage. Audiences watched in awe as they broke iron bars with their heads balanced on the tips of spears and performed complex forms with breathtaking speed and precision. These shows were more than just entertainment. They were cultural exchanges that allowed people to witness the living tradition of Shaolin firsthand. They showed the world that the legends were real. Today, the influence of Shaolin Kung Fu can be seen everywhere. There are Shaolin cultural centers and Kung Fu schools on every continent. People from all walks of life, of all ages and backgrounds, practice this ancient art. Some are drawn to it for self-defense, others for physical fitness, and many for the mental and spiritual benefits. The teachings of Bodhidharma, once meant for a small group of monks in a remote Chinese forest, now echo in dojos and training halls across the globe. The art has proven that its lessons of discipline, respect, and inner peace are universal and timeless. Shaolin Kung Fu is a vast and complex system with thousands of techniques and forms. Many of these movements are inspired by the world around them, especially the movements of animals. The monks were keen observers of nature. They believed that by imitating animals, they could learn their unique strengths. This led to the creation of the famous 5 animal styles. These styles are the tiger, crane, leopard, snake, and dragon. Each style has its own philosophy and set of movements. They are not just imitations, they are interpretations of the animal's spirit. The tiger style, for example, is all about overwhelming power and aggression. Its movements are strong and direct, using powerful clawing strikes and a low, solid stance. It focuses on strengthening the bones and muscles. In contrast, the crane style is about balance, grace, and patience. It uses elegant, fluid movements, evasive footwork, and precise strikes to weak points. The crane practitioner learns to wait for the perfect moment to strike, often balancing on one leg. The snake style teaches flexibility and the flow of qi, or life energy. Its movements are circular and flowing, targeting the opponent's vital points with quick darting finger strikes. Beyond the animal styles, Shaolin is famous for its incredible Qigong practices. Qigong is the art of cultivating and controlling the body's internal energy, or qi. Through specific breathing exercises and slow, deliberate movements, monks can develop amazing abilities. One famous example is Iron Body. Through years of training, a monk can learn to tense their muscles and focus their qi to withstand powerful blows without injury. Another is Iron Palm, where a practitioner strikes sandbags and other hard surfaces for years, conditioning their hands to become as hard as iron, capable of breaking bricks and boards. These skills are not magic. They are the result of decades of dedicated, painful, and patient practice. They demonstrate the incredible potential of the human body when it is trained in harmony with the mind and spirit. Other famous techniques include Drunken Fist, a style that imitates the movements of a drunk person to be unpredictable, and the use of a wide variety of weapons. The simple staff is the most iconic Shaolin weapon, but monks also master the spear, broadsword, and more exotic weapons like the 9-section whip. Each technique and form is a word in the language of Shaolin, telling a story of strength, history, and philosophy. In our modern world of technology and constant distraction, The ancient art of Shaolin Kung Fu remains more relevant than ever. It offers a powerful antidote to the stress and chaos of daily life. The world today moves very fast. We are always connected to our phones and computers, and it is easy to feel overwhelmed. Shaolin practice teaches us to slow down, to be present in the moment, and to find a place of stillness within ourselves. The discipline of training the body helps to discipline the mind, bringing a sense of calm and focus that is hard to find elsewhere. The physical benefits of practicing Shaolin Kung Fu are also a major reason for its enduring appeal. In an age where many people live sedentary lifestyles, sitting at desks for most of the day, Shaolin offers a complete workout for the entire body. It builds strength, increases flexibility, improves balance, and enhances cardiovascular health. But it is more than just exercise. It teaches you to understand your body and how it moves. It gives you confidence in your physical abilities. This physical empowerment can have a positive effect on all other areas of your life, making you feel more capable and energetic. Beyond the physical and mental benefits, Shaolin Kung Fu continues to inspire us because it is a path of self-improvement. The journey of learning Kung Fu is long and challenging. It requires patience, perseverance, and the courage to face your own limitations. There are no shortcuts. This process builds character. It teaches you to never give up, to respect your teachers and training partners, and to be humble. These are timeless values that are important for everyone, whether you are a martial artist or not. The art shows us that through hard work and dedication, we can become better versions of ourselves. Finally, Shaolin Kung Fu inspires us because it represents a noble ideal. The image of the Shaolin warrior monk, a person of great power who is also compassionate, wise, and peaceful, is a powerful symbol. It reminds us that true strength is not about dominating others. It is about mastering oneself. It is about having the power to protect the weak and the wisdom to know when not to fight. In a world that is often filled with conflict, the Shaolin spirit offers a vision of strength used for good. It is a flame of hope that has been burning for 1,500 years, and it continues to light the way for people everywhere. I first encountered the world of Shaolin through film, but it was the spirit behind the movements that truly captured me. When I made the movie Shaolin Temple, I was not just acting. I was connecting with a deep part of Chinese culture and a philosophy that I believe in. The training was hard, but it taught me more than just how to perform the movements correctly. It taught me about the connection between the body and the mind. It showed me that every punch and every kick can be a form of expression, a way to communicate without words. This spirit is something that has stayed with me throughout my life. The true power of Shaolin is not in breaking bricks or flying through the air. That is what people see on the surface. The real power is internal. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing yourself. It is the peace that comes from a disciplined mind. It is the compassion that guides your actions. This is the Zen in the martial art. It is the understanding that the ultimate opponent is not another person. It is your own ego, your own fear, and your own anger. The practice of Kung Fu is a lifelong battle to overcome these internal enemies and find balance. You do not have to be a monk or live in a temple to embrace the Shaolin spirit. You can bring its principles into your own life, no matter who you are or where you live. You can practice discipline in your work or your studies. You can seek to find moments of stillness and meditation in your busy day. You can treat others with respect and compassion. You can face your own challenges with courage and perseverance. The essence of Shaolin is a mindset, a way of approaching life with intention and a commitment to being the best person you can be. The legacy of Shaolin is a gift to the world. It is a path that has been walked by countless masters for over 1,000 years, and it is still open for anyone who wishes to walk it. It teaches us that we are all capable of more than we think. It shows us that by training our bodies, we can strengthen our minds, and by calming our minds, we can find our true spirit. This journey of self-discovery is the greatest adventure of all. The spirit of Shaolin lives on, not in ancient temples, but inside each person who strives for balance, strength, and peace.